What's up, everybody? Rod J back again to take a look at another beer. Thanks for swinging by to check out another video. Tonight I'm taking a look at this one out of Belgium. Don't know much about it. Actually picked this up at one of my local bottle shops. I believe it's called Aestatis, but someone out there may want to correct me on that if I am saying it wrong. Some of my fellow UK brewers or over there in Europe that get a little bit more of the Belgian beers usually. But this is one I happened to stumble across at one of my brewery shops. It is a vintage 2015. It is an Imperial Saison. I don't think I've had an Imperial Saison before, so I'm looking forward to checking it out. 11% ABV, 59 IBU. I always enjoy some nice Saisons here and there, so this will be kind of interesting. Now, this was actually done with, I believe, Struise Brewers, and they were actually done in collaboration with Monk's Cafe and Brewery. So let's go ahead and get it open and get it into the glass. Not much really on the label, so let's go ahead and get a pour and see what this baby looks, smells, and tastes like. So with this higher ABV, I'm actually going to use one of my snifter glasses here, which hopefully will hope to open up some of the flavors and the aroma, and also do a good job for this one. So you can see right here, it's got a nice little, I'm going to say, murkiness to it. Very dark. It's, even with light behind it, you're not getting much through that there, but a lot of cloudiness in there. It's kind of a darker, almost like a brownish type color, and on the screen it is pretty much as dark as what I'm kind of looking at here. The head came out actually okay at about a 2-finger head, but it quickly dissipated down, and that sits kind of a bone white color, but it's going away pretty quickly, and we'll probably be going here in the next probably 20 or 30 seconds. As far as the aroma, well, it has a nice sweetness to it, so it smells pretty good along those lines. I'm getting kind of some syrup type notes out of here. A nice little bit of a thickness, it seems, is going to be a part of this one. At 59 IBU, wasn't sure how much may come through as far as the hops, but I'm getting definitely more of the malts up front. A little bit of an earthiness to the tone. I do pick up some bready notes in there as well. A little bit of that booziness, the alcohol is coming out, but it seems like you can tell that it's going to have a nice little kick to it. And as I had mentioned there, the head is just about gone now. As far as the taste, that's got some sweetness to it, but it's got a nice pop in the beginning on the flavor from that first sip there. You do get a nice explosion of the flavor burst. Goes down in the back end. It's kind of a semi-dry in that regard. You do have a little bit of what I would consider to be not a full dry texture, a little bit of a wetness there, but it actually jumped off the tongue nicely to get up around the mouth into the cheek area a little bit. I do get a little bit of that bitterness on the back end. I do get a little bit of a throat scraping going down, but not really off-putting at all. It's got a nice quality of flavor, and then I'm picking up some of that breadiness in the taste too. And inside the cheeks, I do get a little bit of that tingling type sensation. So it's got a nice little bit of a mouthfeel to it, and it is starting to coat a little bit more in the mouth, giving a nice little mouth coating experience. So pretty decent along those lines. It is a heavy, full body beer. It does lay on the tongue pretty heavily. This is one that will probably sneak up onto you after a few of these. Now it comes in an 11.2 ounce size bottle on this one, which would be, I guess, the 330 milliliter. But you have almost like a velvetiness of the texture as it lays kind of on your tongue. You do get a little bit of that syrupy feel in that taste as well. It's not really like a full banana type thing, but it's kind of got that banana or kind of clove type feel to it, but it's very subtle in there. And it's kind of something you kind of pick up from some of the Belgian beers with the yeast that's used, so you kind of expect that on some of those. But that is there also in presence. The thing I like about this one though is it is getting the mouth going very nicely. I'm feeling it all around. I'm feeling a little bit of warmth from the alcohol, but it's not anything that's really off-putting about it. Carbonation is also sitting nicely, so not overly carbonated at all. And with it being a vintage of 2 years ago, it actually is holding well. It'll be interesting to see what it was like if it was fresh, but 2 years later, it still comes out okay. I've seen some other people on Untapped actually drinking this too, for the 2015 edition and having some, it seems like, pleasurable experiences. So not really too off-putting over a period of time. Again, if you're going to cellar a beer, make sure you know what type you're cellaring. Usually 8% is also kind of a key as a footnote to what you want to shoot for. But certain styles can get better over time, or can sit very well. This one seems to have no problem really doing that. So again, this is an Imperial Saison, and it's the, like I said, I believe it's the Aestatis. And if anybody else has had this out there before, let me know what you think. Put some comments in the comments section. But I do dig having some of the Belgian ales, of course. This is another one. And I would say the name of the full brewery, but I'm afraid I'm going to screw it up. So it's actually something I'm going to pass on this time, but they are a microbrewery out of Belgium, and definitely worth checking out. But with that all being said, I appreciate you swinging by to check out another video. I look forward to catching you next time. Keep drinking good craft beers, and cheers.